Testing. Is this thing working? I mean, is big tech still blacklisting me? Is it any mistake I have over twice as many videos as I have subscribers? Or do I just suck that bad? I guess it's up to you to decide. But does it matter? Not really. So, we just finished. I mean, the energies are still palatable, but we're just finishing this past Virgo lunar eclipse. And it feels good. Cycles closing. New ones beginning. Language dissolving and being reborn. New sounds. All our beliefs changing. The archetypes shifting, the mythologies mutating, we're becoming something different. And by we, it's all of us, not just the many aspects of this self. Somehow we think limitation is power, and it is for static consent. But as you know, absolutions fade, they die, they crumble, they change. That's the nature of dynamic existence. So claim it while you got it. When it's no longer resonant, burn it. That's how it goes. So we just had the full moon in Virgo lunar eclipse. Pisces, Virgo, North Node Pisces conjunct the Sun, Neptune, Saturn, Venus, and for all intent and purposes, Mercury as well. Maybe especially Mercury, given the South Node is in Virgo. We got Mercury in Venus retrograde, Mars on the shadow path in Cancer. Venus and Mars connected, of course. They were the nodal rulers for the past little over 3 years. And a major part of our psyche. Passionate war. Creative love, and much more. Our concepts are changing. The language is changing. I was fortunate enough to attend a sacred ceremony on Saturday, this past Saturday, in a small mountain village in Jalisco, Mexico. And it was a beautiful experience. It was a beautiful community of like-minded, spirited-hearted people who are authoritating their own transformation, allowing transformation to unfold in Wu Wei, the unknown. The moon was so beautiful and bright. The stars were so vivid. Everything was so clear. The fire was dancing. So many colors in that fire. I partook of an ancient medicine. I connected to the fire. I connected to the primal fire. The one that I've always spoken of, but I had no feeling for it truly. So gnosis set in. And as you know, the Tao that can be named is not the Tao. It is an ever-flowing stream from dream to dream, and here it goes again. It was a powerful time. Now, at times in life, entheogens are powerful allies. And at other times in life, we ourselves are powerful allies to ourselves and each other. And it's not exactly what we know, but it's how we apply what we know. And usually you don't need too much knowledge to apply something well or correctly. So finding your language, your personal language, which speaks to your heart, that helps to direct this sense of self and the echo loops of this mind, creating new loops. Alright, so in these times we're heading into the spring equinox. That's the 0 degree point of Aries. So it's an astrological new year coming up here. Powerful time. A great time to be alive. All the energies will be going across that 0 point. How are you reauthoring yourself? How are you going to pioneer your spirit? The soul-tethered spirit of eternal isness. Words of forms for communal consensus narration or knowledge or conception are trivialized. It's a subtle cue and a clue to the death of all absolutions, which is the only static is dynamic. So how do you be dynamic? Expanding your inner language of self-compassionation into systems and forms that you can learn to release. Truths change. They always change. There are no solid standing truths. There are only truths in relation to slow fading statics. So where do you find the primal base foundation for those truths? How did the individuals come into union in this world? How do you bring a sense of value in yourself into relation without projecting the narrations of replicated programming and response and reaction, the limitations of others? How can you become okay with burning their delusions by being who you are? How do you release the questions and fall into the isness? The world speaks. Our past speaks. It's not what you thought it was. Never was, never has been, and that's not the point. It's a gift. The curse might be the process, but the gift is the result. So be the result by being the process. You are not your experience. You are creation. And you are co-creating it as you live. And you choose. So in these times, choose. Choose for you. You don't need to fight or hurt anything or anyone else. If something else can't understand, that's okay. That's their process. If the world's falling apart, that's okay. That's the process. If you're in your own truth and something isn't fair, then you bring reciprocity in relation. And we can't do it alone. We all have to do it for ourselves. Then it doesn't matter what tyranny in this world exists, because individuals become unity. That's Aquarius, that's the process. Our consciousness is shifting. You can play childhood games for so long and then you outgrow them, and that's what the world is. A lot of early childhood trauma loop convictions systemized into forms to maintain status quo so others can benefit because they're part of the polis, the shadow, that tethered us into growth, but offering stark contrast for our growth. It's a big honor to be in relation to that. So see life as sacred. Make it sacred if you can't see the sacredness in it. Make life your ritual. Alright. If you're interested in a self-discovery call, then contact me. My information is in the description below. Until next time, thanks for watching, listening, and being.